I don't know why the audio's not coming through. My voice is. For some reason the audio isn't. There we go. For some reason it wasn't on. It wasn't set to the right input or output, whatever. Coming through now. That's what matters. Anyway, Blue Eclipse. Doing this. Ah! A bunch of codes in front of the sensor bar. Be my own fault, but... By the way, did you know Lubber is apparently female? In the Switch re-release, they made it so that Lubber was female, because apparently that's what it was originally supposed to be. Lubber was originally supposed to be female, but for some reason the our version, they were male. Okay. Ah! Yeah. Made it to the second block of the staircase. Again. Ah! Ah! I'm feeling a lot more up to this. I think it was a mistake to add something to do between sessions of this. Sure, it would mean I get other things done, but it would also mean they don't really get the focus they should deserve. Ah! That jump is always scary. Jumping over the cannon. Ah! That was close. I've been thinking, for things I want to do with Galaxy that aren't at all mod related, like damageless or playing as Nintendo intended, should I do the Switch remaster instead? Because it's got some quality of life changes, like the autosave and being able to skip Green Star cutscenes when viewing them for the first time. Just the only downside to doing that would be can't use Bank Toad. Not to mention that doing so would mean having to move my Switch 2 dock in here, into my room. Hi. Jump! Ah. Ah. Hmm. Ah! Ah. So, so how was your day? Just playing games. Like I normally do. Think taking an actual day's break from Blue Eclipse was the smart choice. Instead of replacing that day with just a stream of another Mario Galaxy mod. Scared for a second that I couldn't tell which side I was closer to. Side I was hanging off. I was told with Spectral, apparently I missed something on Starship Mario. There was a Luma on the Yoshi, like the little Yoshi Island that you can get to, that I just never went to. And it's gonna be a while before I get back to Spectral, so... Hi, Demon. No, too far! I jumped too far. No, ah! Oh my god! I haven't seen the low battery warning in a while. I haven't properly checked how much charge it has. It's fine. 12 seconds later, the warning shows up. I was half expecting it. Because it had also been a while since I replaced the batteries. There's a new game coming out tomorrow that I'm interested in. It's an indie game on Steam called Away From Home, which is like its core gameplay is like now an RPG, but all the battles are rhythm based. I'm kind of a sucker when it comes to rhythm games. Especially more unique ones. I kept seeing ads for it on Reddit, funnily enough. And it did work because it piqued my interest. It also apparently has like a surreal element to it. And like, I think there's meta aspects to it. Like, the whole tagline for it on the ad was like something like a world that doesn't exist when you're not playing or something. It's funny is most of the games I have on Steam are rhythm games. Like, I'd say 80 to 90% of them are rhythm. Whenever I open Steam, it's usually to play a rhythm game. Geometry Dash as a rhythm game... It has rhythm aspects to it, but it's far from a rhythm game. Like, the rhythm can help, but you're not relying on it. Ah. You're far from relying on it. I've never heard of either of those games. I think, like, Everhood rings a bell, but nothing comes to mind. Everhood looks like an undersale clone, but it really isn't. It's nothing's still coming to mind. No! No! Ah. No! Ah! Metal Hellsing is an FPS rhythm game? Probably not my thing, then I'm not a fan of first-person shooters. Funny just how many things you can just say like, hey, here's the genre of game I'm going for. Now let's attach rhythm to it. Boom, you've got a completely different game. Like, some examples that come off the top of my head is like, Crypt of the Necrodancer is a roguelike rhythm game. Hi-Fi Rush is a beat-em-up rhythm game. Things like that. I've tried Hi-Fi Rush a little bit, but there just came a point where there were too many moves with too many different button combinations for me to try to remember. Crypt of the Necrodance is one of the worst games you've ever played? Why is that? I've been playing it a bunch. It's like the only roguelike that's really caught my attention. Every other roguelike I've ever played, I've dropped in like a week. Like, there are quite a few roguelikes on my Switch that I just haven't touched in a long while because they lost my attention. Crypt of the Necrodance is the only one that's kept it. Partly because of the fact that it's rhythm. But I'd want to know why it's the worst game you've ever played. Like, what's wrong with it? Gah! Section 4 is pretty consistent, though, still. It's Section 5 which is the inconsistent one. Because of the small platforms. I've been able to get on the small platforms many a time. They're a little tricky to land on, but they're not inconsistent. Everything felt wrong with it, and like the OST, and it felt too repetitive. It's probably just because of the fact that it, at its core, it is a roguelike, meaning it is gonna be repetitive. I, for one, like the OST. I think it's more staying on the platform because of the use of motion impulse. It can be a little finicky, but I'd still say it's far from inconsistent. Basically, just gotta get a feel for it. Uh-oh. Luckily here, you don't need to jump. Yeah, I can do them fine. It's this section that is inconsistent. Ow. Did I tap it twice? I feel like I tapped, increasing deaths twice. I did push the key twice, but I don't know if it registered twice. Oh, to go! Yeah, the camera angle is the big problem. Especially the shift to the third block. Do like roguelikes. It's probably just the rhythm part of it then. Since its two main genres are rhythm and roguelike. If you like the roguelike part, then it's probably the rhythm part that's getting to you. Why isn't that working? Like I said before, like, for me, I enjoy roguelikes, but just Crypt of the Necrodancer is the only one that's been able to keep my attention for longer than a week. I've played many roguelikes, but off the top of my head, I can only really remember Hades and Neon Abyss that I've played, both of which I dropped soon after. I've also played Dicey Dungeons. I think I've also gotten Peglin, but didn't play much of that anyway. I enjoy the concept of roguelikes. It's just rarely is there one that's actually... that I've actually... Whoa. Saying enjoyed wouldn't be accurate. I've enjoyed all of them, but... just haven't been able to get back to them for one reason or another. I've played Enter the Gungeon, but that's only I've only ever played it when I was playing it co-op with my friend. That's a completely different story. I know my sister plays Binding of Isaac. I've never played it myself. But I don't exactly see myself playing it because the fact that you don't really know what the item you're about to pick up does. Unless you, like, memorize them. The most I've actually played of Binding of Isaac is when I played the co-op, like the assist co-op with my sister. Where you're basically just one of the companions following the main guy, shooting tears in different directions. No, you had your own movement, but that's really all you could do. That's the most I've actually played with Isaac. Yeah, I know the co-op is, like, nowadays an actual co-op, but I did it when it was an assist co-op. I still don't see myself getting into the game, though. The only other technically roguelike that I've actually played a lot of would be Cadence of Hyrule, but that isn't exactly fair since that's just Crypt of the Necrodancer again, but with Legend of Zelda. Which, by the way, is like the only Legend of Zelda game I've properly played. If you even want to count it. No! Pulled back there for some reason. Always clipping inside the block. How does that happen? How's that happen consistently? Well, not consistent. I guess it has happened inconsistently, consistently. Gah! Woohoo! Oh. Like, how does that even happen? Something weird with the Starball hitbox? I'm pretty sure clipping into the block has killed a few runs. Because I was inside the block instead of being on top of it like I thought I was. Pretty sure it's happened a few times. It seems to only happen if you're aiming for the corner of the block. It might also be dependent on the size of the block. I don't think it matters in the long run. I don't know why, but my intrusive thoughts were saying to jump. I'm just like, no, why would I jump? I'm not pressing the damn button. Just before my hands are slip free. Gah! I didn't jump early enough. Duh. Things just go from 1 to 100 if I get past section 5. Just goes from no tension at all to all the tension. Ah. Kaylee, move! Leave. Leaving? Cat. Loves just being in the way. No! Too far. Made it to section 6 once. I can do it again. No. I thought I didn't make that. They really couldn't replace the rolling ball music. I think it's because of the fact that the Star Ball music changes depending on how fast you're moving. So that might mess with things on trying to add custom music to it. But at the same time, you could have at very least made it Star Ball 2 from Galaxy 1 with all the lava. I feel like that would have at least been more fitting. The star starts with playing Finale from Undertale, but then just immediately gets cut off with the Star Ball music. Like, I feel like this Star Ball 1 kind of removes all tension, like, kind of doesn't fit when Star Ball 2 exists, and is a lot more fitting. Maybe it's something to do with getting that song into the game to properly work, because it's from Galaxy 1? Or just that Sheep didn't bother. Either way, it still would have fit better than what it's playing now. I was scared if I was aligned or not. Mori kept rolling all around, and I wasn't sure if he was still aligned. I didn't want to move. I jumped really early there. That was real risky. I feel like going around clockwise on the first ring would have been faster. But at this point, speed doesn't matter, and I've already been going counterclockwise around it, so I don't think I should change what I'm doing. And instead just stick with what I know. No, I held forward. I held forward too much. That would have been it, but I held forward too much, causing me to overshoot. Probably the closest I've come since the last time I reached section. Since the last time I reached section 6. If I can land on the 5th block, I can take things slower. Why was the slow part playing fast? That sounded incredibly cursed. Ah. Well. Ah. That was close. Jump! Star has been encased in this ball for like a good few months now. How stuffy do you think it's getting in there? Lucky it doesn't, it's like not alive or anything, like doesn't need oxygen or anything, otherwise it would have been long dead. Oh. Oh my god, finally! First time today I've actually managed to get on top of it. What is going on? Why was that so hard? Ow! Didn't even make the jump onto the rings. I need to check something real quick. Which stream was the one that I got to section 6 in? I think it was this one. I just need to refresh my memory on something. Where is it? It was early. Yeah, it was early. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Drifting a little too far. Before I had to just check what I would have to do for, like, what I did for the 5th and 6th blocks in Section 5. Just needed to refresh my memory on what I did. I'm fine now. Kaylee! Cat scratching at the door. Wanting to come in. Not now! Oh my god! You want to come in? You said you have a cat. I have 5. Like, well, my family has 5, a dog, and a bird. Not now! This one in particular just is obsessed with me. Oh my god! Kaylee! Get off! You jumped on my lap, making me miss my jump. I'll miss my opportunity to jump. Oh, you want to go out now? God, she can't make up her mind. No, ah! Really? She came in here for like 5 seconds, messed up my attempt, and then left. Such a W that I stream at this time now. I start streaming at 8:30 PM my time. Because being on an Australian time zone sucks when trying to organize things with... when trying to just align things with other time zones. I would say, like, streaming at 12 PM would be better for longer streams, but at that point, like, not many people are awake. That, like, aside from just other Australians. The time zone part and just the internet problem with being in Australia. Oh my god! You can stay out there! Oh my god, she's really scratching at the door. There's something about, Kaylee in particular. What's funny is, I think she's like... she's a few years old, and she's still the size of a kitten. I think I remember it being like, just like, a sort of just genetic condition that just makes it so that cats don't grow or whatever. She's still pretty small. For being, I would say, an adult. She very much takes advantage of the fact that she's small. Ah. I know I'm safe to jump there because it's completely vertical. No, too far. What do you want? You're gonna stay there. Then you're fine. Just don't bother me. Now you wanna... Can you make up your mind? Just don't bother me. I did not have the speed. Jump, 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 jump! There's a jump button. Press it! I press it. It does nothing. I feel like the death counter may be out of sync. I'll sync it back up again once I game over. Ah. I would one kit? Is that how you say it? There we go. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. Yeah, everything is fine. For now. Fall off. Jump. Looked away from the screen for like a second. Hold on a second. Ow. I think the death count is synced up. Do. Oh. I should be good. Just barely. I'm safe. Too far. Did you even really consider that progress? At least for today. I've made it further today. Twice. Like, I made it further than that. Most you can really count that as progress is how many times I've reached section 5. Which I've no clue. I haven't been keeping track because why would I? Yeah, I guess for consistency's sake, but still. I feel like the next time I reach section 6 would be the one where I win. Since I'd be taking things a lot more carefully, like taking a breather between each chomp, because nerves would be through the roof. I can see consistency progress being more important than an actual PB at this point, since my PB's, like, unbeatable right now. Like I said, the only time that's really gonna be beaten is if I get to section 6 a second time, which at that point, I probably would actually get the star. I get what you meant by consistent progress. I just have felt like I haven't really gotten any more consistent since I don't really see myself, well, like, I don't really see being able to get any more consistent! Look, ah! I always find it funny how with Grandmaster the zoom out doesn't finish. It starts zooming out and then just disappears. I'm pretty like I don't think that happens in any other galaxy, just Grandmaster. Even in vanilla. It zooms out and then it's gone. It's a lot more noticeable when it's a different color. Like, just watch it. See how it just disappears? I want to say the reason it does that is because of where Mario starts relative to the camera. Like, it's not able to get fully off screen before it's told to disappear. I wonder if that was changed in the Switch remaster. I mean, for some reason, they didn't patch infinite fluttering. Even though they had every opportunity to. Ah! Oh, getting close to the edge. Whoa! Thank God that worked. Hands are slippery. Hands are sweaty. Dry them off before I make these jumps. Okay. Too far. Jump, jump, jump. Jap, 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 jap. Almost fell. I was far too to the... I was way too far to the left. Get on the block. Oh. God. Off the wall. How's that for consistency progress? Making it to section 5 twice in a row. I didn't have enough momentum to the left. Ah! I didn't expect him to be able to jump up to that block. It threw me off. I was on my way to get to section 5 3 times in a row. Ah. Oh, time to wait, I guess. What a perfect time for frames to start dropping. Why are they dropping so... Why is it dropping so hard? What is going on? Are we back? We good now? Think we're good now. Just changed my network from the normal one to the 5G one because for some reason it wasn't on the 5G one even though I set it to be on the 5G one. OBS is showing me a good connection, but YouTube is still saying, no, I'm not receiving enough video. Is everything good? The timer is running. Okay, then everything should be good. This time I made sure to make it so that it wouldn't automatically connect to the 2.4G network again and just stick to the 5G one. Would hate it if this would be the run that makes it, cause then that whole problem would be part of the video. Not saying I don't wanna beat it, of course I do. Just saying it'd suck for the video. Ah. Think I might call it when I game over, but practice section 5 a little bit. Doesn't hurt to get a little bit more section, to get section 5 practice in whenever I can. Just so I can try and properly get a feel. Like, I already know how to do it, like what I should do. Just the more I practice it, the better I would get at getting a feeling for it. Words are hard. But at the same time, I'm kind of on a roll right now. I say that as soon as I fall off. Also, no pun intended. Like, I managed to make it to section 5 3 times in 4 attempts. Okay, the death counter is off by 1. Stop it. Lucky I hit both increase and decrease the death counter because it wasn't supposed to count anyway. The death count was... Never mind. Oh, I'm gonna do some 6 and 5 practice. Can't hurt. Deaths don't count while practicing, by the way. I didn't jump early enough. See, I managed to land on the 5th block that time. Too much speed. Didn't have an opportunity to jump. It's too far forward. Held back too much. I hit the cannon. Too much speed. I think I'm jumping too early. Like, I'm getting the jump, but too good of a jump. I'll just keep going as normal, though. That damn camera shift. Too far. Too much speed. That probably would have hit the Paragumbas anyway. I'm kind of like rolling the Wii Remote around the back when the camera turns. But I think doing that makes it so that, well that time I didn't. I think rolling it around the back makes it so that I don't reach the block. I hit the cannon, causing me to lose my momentum. Would have been funny if that worked. Killed 2 Paragumbas and exploded one of the mines. stop recording. It doesn't matter anymore. Are you leaving, Hi? I am just about done here, just getting a few practice attempts in. It's too much speed. Too far to the left. Didn't hold forwards to be able to make the jump. Ah! I want to at least get one practice attempt into section 6. Held back too much. Is section 5 the hardest section? By far. It is by far the hardest section. I'm able to do every other section fairly consistently. It's this one, which is the troublesome one. And I think you're able to see why. I'm being forced to go that fast, because the gravity is pointing in that direction. I have to jump almost immediately off of the first few blocks, pointing in the right directions, and I have to account for the camera change right there. It's a lot, and it all happens in the span of like 10 seconds. Not even counting the fact that it's like right at the end of some already pretty hard sections. This is by far not only the hardest star in the mod, but just the hardest star in Mario Galaxy in general. From both 1 and 2. In any mod. This is the hardest. So no wonder there's no proof of anyone having beaten it without save states. There's plenty of people who have done it with save states. None have done it without. I'm currently the... Maybe Galactic Purgatory will be harder. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. Yeah, I've seen the demo of it, and I've seen quite a bit of people just playing it and talking about it. So I've already been spoiled on a few small things. But I don't plan on playing it until the full release. I guess I could, like, move it here instead. Yeah, I think it's fine there. Oh, really? What was that? I'll probably give Red Sun's demo a try to see how I would go with it, considering that it's, 1, playing as Luigi, not something that I'm particularly fond of, and 2, it uses 2-player, something I'm not familiar with. I do have a second Wii remote. You plan on at least trying. That was a high jump, if I've ever seen one. I think we get the point now. Things are slowly getting better. Yeah, I think taking an actual break from Galaxy in between streams of this is the better idea. Because if I play something in the if I play something else in the meantime, then I'll just get too distracted with that. I'll see you guys next time for more attempts.